Hey everybody, welcome to the gym. Got a little bit of a different background today. Super pumped about this cute little thing that I made, and I think it, yeah, we got it, dude. Just calm down, okay? So chapter 5 of the Spartan Way, back there behind me, right, is all about grit. Now, so grit, what do you think grit is? Do you have any idea what grit is?
No, I do not know what grit is.
No idea what grit is?
Yeah.
All right, so grit, right, is the, virtue, value, tendency for someone to continue doing things even if it gets hard, right? To keep trying even if it's hard, and that has been given the word grit, right? So if you have lots of grit, that means you never give up, okay?
Like that guy that made the light bulb.
Like the guy who made the light bulb. Exactly like the guy who made the light bulb, right? Benjamin Franklin. He had lots of grit, right?
And the people who made the pipes.
And the people who made the pipes. Okay. So do you think it's important to have grit?
Yes. Yeah.
Why?
Because, I don't know.
You don't know why? So you think it's important, but you don't know why?
Yeah.
You just said yes because you think that's what I wanted you to say?
Yeah.
Well, if you have a goal that you're trying to accomplish, right? So what's a goal you guys want to accomplish?
To be in the NBA.
Okay. If you want to be in the NBA, do you think that's going to be easy?
No.
No. So what do you got to do?
What were you doing? Sleep to be tall and
Okay.
practice.
Sleep to be tall and practice. How much do you got to practice?
Maybe for over 3 years.
Maybe for over 3 years? Okay, how often should you practice?
Every day.
Every day? Probably. Even if it's raining outside?
Every day. That's what I do.
Even if it's raining outside?
Yeah.
Even if you're hungry?
Yeah.
What about if all of your friends laugh at you and say you're never going to make it to the NBA? You still practice? What about if it's cold outside? So you keep playing practice. So no matter what, right? No matter what happens, you gotta practice, right? You work towards your goal. So that is what having grit is, right? Grit is you working hard at whatever it is, right? And if you have a goal that is something that you really, really, really want, and you're willing to do anything for, right? Then,
I want that basketball hoop.
for real, then you gotta stay on top of the things, right? You gotta work really hard to get your goal, right? If it's really important to you. So that's what grit is. And grit, of course, is it's easier to have grit if the thing that your goal is based upon is something that you actually care about. So it helps to go back and our true north, right? The goal that we're working towards is something that you really, really want. Makes it easier to stick to, right? Makes it easier to create commitments that will keep you on track, that'll get you to work towards your true north, right? And if it's something that you really want, then you'll do whatever it takes, right? If you really, really want to be a better parent, you'll do whatever it takes in order to be a better parent, right? If you want to lose 30 pounds, even when they bring in donuts to work and you haven't had a donut in a month and you're dying, like you'll push through and you'll do whatever it takes to not have a donut, right?
I haven't had a donut in like 4 months.
It's been a long time, right?
You need to go get donuts.
Okay. So, that's what grit is, right? And so that's just one of those things that it's really kind of hard to develop grit. You just gotta, there's no secret way to develop it. You just got to remind yourself how much more important your goal is than the donut or the staying at work for an extra hour or whatever it is, right? That's going to impede your goal,
You said pee.
it's just not worth
Let
it.
it pee.
Okay? So that is chapter 5 of the Spartan Way. Just trying to figure out ways that we can be more hardcore, right? You have anything you want to say to the world?
Hi!
That's it?
No.
The whole world is watching, and all you're going to do is say, hey. All right, time's up.
No!
See you next time.
No! Bye!